Keep it high, keep it tight, it's Shameless Review Guy back to bring you another video. So this is just something interesting that I wanted to do. If you're adept at psychology, I have a feeling you'll understand this a bit more, but you've probably heard of this somewhere. This is 16personalities.com, and as you can see, it has an amazingly huge number of people that have taken it just recently. And basically, I put up a WordPad, and this test asks you questions. And based on the questions, you fall into 5 different categories with your mind based on the answer. Either extroverted or introverted, intuitive or observant, thinking or feeling, judging or prospecting, or assertive and turbulent. So one of my friends did this test, and for some reason that didn't add up to me as being 16, but I'm not really gonna, the 2, 4, that's weird. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. All right, so let's go ahead and take this test, and just for fun, see what I get. So, all right. Okay, you'll find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. I mostly disagree with that. I usually talk to people pretty easily. You have to get so lost in your thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. Honestly, sometimes, yeah. Try to respond to emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I try to, but I get a lot of emails and messages recently, so I don't always Actually, I'll put that in the middle, because a lot of times I don't get the chance to. Find it easy to stay relaxed when there's some pressure. I kind of disagree with that. I actually really disagree with that. You do not usually initiate conversations. I disagree with that a lot, actually. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. I'm kind of middle ground with that. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. You feel superior to other people. I disagree with that. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. I kind of disagree with that. I think that, like, both are kind of useful, but I wouldn't put it at the middle ground. I kind of more so disagree with that statement, because if you're adaptable, you can become organized with whatever you're doing, and I prefer to be adaptable, I guess. You are usually highly motivated and energetic. Oh, yeah, definitely. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Oh, it depends on the debate. I kind of want to put that in the middle, because actually I lean towards disagree with that, because, like, I don't want to openly be rude, but if someone is, like, unjustifiably doing something, then, you know, you often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. I kind of lean towards agree with that, actually, a lot. Sometimes, yeah. Your homework and environments are quite tidy. Kind of middle, but I'd lean towards more disagree, I guess. You do not mind being at the center of attention. I don't think that anyone really minds that, unless you're just, like, not that much of a people person. I mean, if you're the center of attention, that's kind of cool. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Oh, no, heck no. No, I like being creative. People can rarely upset you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I disagree with that a lot. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. I don't travel much, so I'm just going to put that in the middle. It's often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Not at all. I like sympathizing and empathizing with people. Your mood can change really quickly. Once again, I feel like for the most part, I mean, I lean more towards agree, but not like super agree, because, yeah, you're gonna be, if something happens, everyone's mood can really change quickly. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. I agree with that a lot. And once again, it kind of depends on the debate, or the discussion, as they say it, because, I mean, I would rather be able to point something out to maybe help someone in the future than worry about hurting someone's feelings, and I'm not going to go out of my way to hurt someone's feelings if it's not going to do anything. So I would say I agree with that, because I feel like facts should go over feeling in most situations. Now, in some it doesn't. It just depends. See, a lot of these are kind of situational, and I'm kind of both, but I can't put it in the middle because it depends on the situation. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. I disagree with that a lot. If you guys can't tell from this video alone, I care a lot. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to any methodical and organized approach. I'm kind of in the middle. Actually, I disagree with that. I disagree with that a lot actually, because now that I'm reading that, no. I try my best to plan things out before ahead of time. You are often envious of other people. I disagree. I'm pretty good with what I am right now. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Why are all these things so dependent? What social event are we talking about? Are we talking like going to like a concert or going to like some like cool event, or are we talking like the local state fair? Um, I would say I kind of agree with that because it depends on the social event, but I'll lean more towards disagree. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is most important. Not for me. Not for me. A lot of times I will kind of like let my feelings and emotions dictate some of the like projects that I do, whether it be writing, whether it be YouTube, and it usually works out pretty well. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Considering I'm a fantasy writer, I strongly disagree with that. You often find yourself lost in thought when you are walking in nature. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's a yes. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. I have never been like that. I know that there's a lot of people like that, but if someone doesn't reply to me, I usually don't really give it much thought. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Um, I, I agree, but I lean more towards kind of middle ground. Why not both? Why not grow up kind and smart? You do not let other people influence your actions. I slightly disagree with that. A lot disagree with that. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. It varies, actually. I'll have to put that in the middle because that varies. I have dreams about, like, fantasy stuff, but I also have dreams about real stuff, so I agree with that, kind of, but disagree. It does not take you much time to start getting involved with social activities at your new workplace. Well, considering I have not had an official job yet, I would think so. If I was, actually, I think I'd try to get involved in stuff. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. There it is. That's the kind of, I guess, a follow-up to the one of the previous ones where I was like, I like to just wing it off. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm good at improvising stuff. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Slightly agree with that. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress-up or role-play activities. I've never done that, but it'd be cool, I guess. But, so I'll just put that in the middle, because, it'd be cool, but I never have. Well, actually, it's saying, do you enjoy going to? So, since I haven't, I'll have to strongly disagree just because that's what it's asking me. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Pretty much my entire life right there. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. Yes. This game keeps, or this test keeps asking me the same question over and over. Yes, I'm an improviser. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person. I strongly disagree with that. I am very out there and outgoing, or at least I would think I am. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to find loyal but underperforming employees. Yeah, I would. I think anyone. Unless you're just like don't care. Yeah, if someone is nice and loyal, it'd be sucky to fire someone even if they're underperforming. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. I lean towards kind of that. I lean more towards kind of that because I feel like everyone sometimes like ponders greater meanings. That's just philosophical. Logic is more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. It depends on the decision. Are we talking a decision that's going to impact someone else or yourself, or are we talking like, should I jump from this 5-story building because the air looks nice today? Like, is that, or feels nice today? Is that like, obviously logic and heart comes into play. So I'm going to kind of put that in the middle because a lot of these are so dependent on circumstantial stuff. So it's hard for me to answer that. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Yeah, I can mostly agree with that. I think that the only reason I'm not going fully is because the to-do list kind of, it is important, but I like keeping opportunities open and trying new things. If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Yes. Yeah, a lot of times I will have in my mind a way that they could maybe fix things, but I usually kind of just dance around the subject and will try to help my friends with issues that they have and give them like comfort and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely true. You really feel insecure. Slightly disagree because I used to. I don't much anymore. I'll lean more towards agree with that actually. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. I kind of disagree with that. It goes back to the whole like thing about like I don't know, being able to prepare and stuff. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. I'm in the middle. Wow, that's a good question. Uh, yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah, I mean, teamwork, that's the whole point. If you're in a team, then you're trying to work with other teams. There's no I in team. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they're supported by facts or not. Yeah, I agree with that for the most part. I mean, unless your opinion is openly hurting someone or hurting me, I'm not gonna balk you for whatever you think. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. Yeah, yeah. I usually leave with like all energetic and happy, and I'm usually motivated. You frequently misplace your things. Was this test made for me? Yeah. What kind of picture is this painting me in? You see yourself as very emotionally stable. Yeah, I'd lean more towards agree. I wouldn't say like strongly agree because everyone's emotions are sometimes out of whack if something goes on, but your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Yes, it is. You would not call yourself a dreamer. I disagree with that. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. I have talked in front of many people. I talked to Stephen King, in front of like 3 or 4 thousand people, but at the same time, I was not relaxed. So I'm gonna say it. I disagree with that, but I can do it. But I can never be relaxed. But who is honestly getting in front of thousands of people and being like, "Yep, I am the most chipper, confident person there is." Generally speaking, you rely more on experience and your imagination. I rely more on my imagination. You worry too much about what other people think. I slightly agree with that. I slightly agree with that. And honestly, guys, I'm sorry if some of these answers are kind of like unorthodox. I'm just trying to be truthful to myself because I want to. I'm actually legitimately curious to see what I'm going to get on this test because my friends have been doing it, and I want to know what I'm going to get. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. I don't have that issue. I know that's like a phobia. I forget what it's called, but I don't have that issue of like compact areas. Not claustrophobia, but it's like when there's no exit points or something. I don't know what it is. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there's not enough time to do everything. I would put that in the middle ground because I don't do it with everything, but I do that honestly. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. I'm a fairly anxious person. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Yeah. Yeah. Well, who's going to answer to the other one? Well, I guess there's both sides of the argument. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, e.g., an example in books, art, movies. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I like avant-garde stuff. You often take initiative in social situations. Yeah, I'm usually the one to pick things to do. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. All right. Okay, so your personality type is campaigner, ENFPT. So what are my four? Okay. E, extra 89% extroverted. Wow. That says a lot about me. 11% introverted. Wow. That's surprising. 89% energy. Okay, wait, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm extroverted to the max, basically. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I'm 81% intuitive and 19% observant. Huh. I would say that's pretty accurate. I mean, I was surprised I didn't get more on observant, but hey, that's pretty cool. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Why is this so accurate? Why is this whole thing so accurate? 75% feeling. Well, man, that paints me out to be an impulsive twat, basically. But honestly, these are pretty accurate. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision-making. 35% judging, 65% prospecting. I'm curious. I might look it up in this video. What is this a rare type? Because this seems so weird. And then identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. 40% assertive, 60% turbulent. So my question is, because these are all on one side, do usually one side go with the other, or am I like 3 on one side, 2 on the other, or is this just my overall composition? Wow. I still can't get over 89% extroverted. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I literally was 100% sure that I would be considered an introvert if I answered these questions truthfully. 89%. Oh my god. That's such a big number, and 81% intuitive and set. I mean, one thing that I'm noticing from this whole thing is what I am, I'm a lot of, if that makes sense. Like, I'm really far on every side of what I am, for the most part, except for, like, these two, which are a bit lower. But 89% extroverted. That means that I'm, like, barely ever introvert. I'm curious to know, like, what questions gave off that illusion, or I'd love to know how this thing worked, but I want to look up something. Okay, so I went to a site to see what this means. So the campaigner's strengths are curious, observant, energetic and enthusiastic, excellent communicators, know how to relax, very popular and friendly. But I have poor practical skills, find it difficult to focus, overthink things, get stressed easily, highly emotional, and independent to a fault. Whoa, this is so accurate. This is so creepy. This thing is like literally my personality in a nutshell. Oh my god. This is so weird. But this is kind of contradicting. Know how to relax, but get stressed easily. And overthink things. How is that? How do those things go together? I'm a bit confused by that. Know how to relax. Get stressed easily. What? I'm confused. But yeah, so I'm a campaigner. Oh, it's showing my, oh, that's cool, it's showing my results. But yeah, so I'm a campaigner, guys. These are my results. I'll post this in the description. You go check this out. You go check out your personality, I guess. I'm so glad I took this test on YouTube so I can save this forever for my results. 89% extroverted. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. This has been Jay Morse, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.
Oh no, what your mama gonna say when I tell her that I broke no heart? It's just things not the way that they used to be. Oh no, now you crying on the bathroom floor and I guess it's the end. Well, I lost my mind and I lost my best friend.